Pack Nation, look, I know it's not gonna be a lot of y'all on here. We just got an ass whoop. You're probably like, look, let me just go to bed, um, go spend time with my family, whatever. But I did not expect to win this game. Okay, I didn't. I knew it was gonna be tough, but I also didn't expect to get embarrassed and lose pretty much the same way we did the first time. It was closer the first game, or maybe it was about the same, but at least we didn't lose by almost 30 at the end. Like, I don't understand any of Wade's coaching decisions. Um, we get close. Paul has two fouls. He pulls them. Okay. At this point, how bad do you want to win? This pulling, I mean, Wade does absolutely zero of what he says he's going to do when he's talking to the press or answering questions. This man has said multiple times he wants to play Abube. It's the perfect team to play him on, or shall I say play him against, and he still didn't do it. And then, of course, he gets kicked out of the game. If I was him, I'd do the same thing. Like, look, I'm going to get on the court one way or another. You're not going to put me on the court, then, hey, I'll go out there and push somebody and go to the locker room, text my girlfriend, do something instead of just sitting here wasting my time on the bench while y'all continue to get out-rebounded. Look, this man is killing me with just his blatant lying that he's doing to us whenever media or any fans ask him something. I'm there every Thursday asking this man questions, and he's just telling me whatever comes to his mind and does absolutely none of it. And then against good teams, we continue to get scorched. And against bad teams, he's like, oh, well, this works, so I'm going to stick with it. Nah, sir, this doesn't work. You have to do something different. We're going to play nothing but good teams from the ACC tournament going forward, and we still doing the same stupid stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, this is gonna be my vent session. You know, you all can chime in if you want, but I am just baffled at this point on how this man continues to just do the same stuff, thinking it's going to be different. And he talks about our team being inconsistent, right? So tell me, what sense does it make if you feel these guys are inconsistent to play the same lineups, right? You see early, if you want to try it out, okay, you see early it wasn't going. Williams is bricking. All right, you got Lubin struggling in the paint, getting everything thrown back in his face. Musa, we know he's not going to be better than Lubin. You just got these big dudes for Virginia acting like they playing a middle school team. Like, you know, when you play like your little brother or somebody in the neighborhood, you just block every freaking thing. Shoot, it's like when guys and girls play each other. Maybe, you know, you're playing your girlfriend or something like that, and she want to shoot around, and you play around and throw it. That's what it looked like. They were throwing every freaking thing. It's so frustrating. Like, how as a D1 athlete do you let your shot just get thrown time after time? Let's see what Pat talking about. Bench differential was minus 27 points. We lose by 29. Lubin got owned in the first half. Manil played hard throughout. Q went under multiple screens in the second half, and UVA hit those threes, too passive on D. Listen, it's so many freaking things our team did bad. They played poorly. At this point, I'm starting to feel like something about their preparation is poor. To continue to get this inconsistent play has to be something that is happening before these games. Like, what are we allowing these guys to do? And we were decent on the road, but then as I look at it, everybody we beat has not been that good. We thought that Clemson win was great. That's starting to look poor. SMU, okay, they just beat Carolina, but we know that ain't really saying much, at least on the road. Like, they don't play like the Carolina at home. This is ridiculous. Lubin is our leftovers. I don't know why y'all think he good when we had him and said we need bigs. No, Lubin is decent. He's decent. I'm not going to really like. He needs some help. He's not big enough to just play down there by himself. That's my problem. You got other bigs. Play them together. So the man just not sitting on there fighting 7-footers by himself. That's absolutely ridiculous. Kenny, Virginia look like grown men playing an AAU team. Absolutely. That's what they are. And we're going to see when they play Duke, it's going to be nothing like that. They might lose by 20 something. Like, it is all about matchups and coaching. This guy, Odom, picked on all of these switches that we do. You want to switch your 5 onto a guard, spread out, break them down. You want to switch your guard onto our big, post up, mouse in the house. Like, it's simple basketball. And we come down just jacking up threes. We can't do the same thing because they don't do the dumbness of switching stuff like that. It's so frustrating. This team is one of the most frustrating state teams I've watched. It'd be better for me if we just trashed the whole time. If we were trashed the whole game, then should I say not the season, then you go into it knowing what to expect. It's an uphill battle. You know, you really don't have no skin in the game. You're like, you know what? We're probably going to lose this because we're not that good. But when a team can just be just 180 is crazy. I can't think of another state team that's been – it's had to be decades since we had a team that could just wear your ass out and get blown out in the same season. I don't get it. Robert, at least it wasn't 40. Robert, I don't even know what the final score was. How many did we lose by? 29. Listen, I don't understand. Is it not embarrassing to lose anymore? Like, these kids, they still walk around on campus, right? I guess if you making hundreds of thousands of dollars, you really don't care. Like, if you're a millionaire, you're like, whatever. But this is wild. The way they just take these whoopings, like, they just don't care how bad it gets. It's like no pride at all. Like, oh, we're going to lose. And so they just quit. Kenny, right, as a 23-year-old freshman to play professionally in Germany, as I paused playing. He said, listen, those European guys, they come over here and they play in college, and we're going to have some next year. So Wade says. At this point, I don't know what to believe from this man, but if he does keep his word, we will go after some international players, and that'll be a good thing because they will be grown. That's the positive. When you go get them over there, they're grown, especially if they've never played, collegiate basketball at all. That's going to be a plus. But I don't have any problem with that. My problem is just at what point do you just be like, look, you know what? I would have been excited if Wade just got ejected just to try to light a fire under his team, right? Like, you know what? I don't want to watch this. I'm not going to sit here and just watch y'all quit. So I'm going to get ejected and let y'all, go down in flames if that's how y'all want to do. I'm just going to stand on the sideline and watch this. That is just ridiculous. We keep giving Williams all the minutes. He's just not worthy of it. You know what? Robert, you are right. There are times when I want Williams pulled. I know he does a lot of these other little things, but he's so unathletic. Oh my God, this dude he's just slow. And I mean, he can be a very good shot maker sometimes. And when he's on, he's elite. But when that joker is off, man, he just puts us in so many bad spots. He shoots this long rebound. No, we can't rebound. Then they're off to the races, and he can have consecutive possessions like that. And all of a sudden, that's a 6-0 run because he's throwing up bad shots. But we only got a few more games with him, so this is what it is. Sonya and Abube's grown, but it really doesn't matter because he don't get in the game. Just a wasted big body on a team that can't rebound. I know some huge Wade fans out here that are like, oh, he's the best coach ever, and you don't know what you're talking about. But I ask you, just logically, if you got a 6'9", 6'10" big on the bench, would you just never play him? And you can't rebound. Your problem is you cannot rebound. You're a poor defensive rebounding team and offensive rebounding team. And the big you do play is undersized. Would you think about playing the other big? That's what bothers me, guys. Like, it don't make much sense. The bench gave us 5 points tonight. UVA's bench scored 32 points, game within the game. Yeah. I mean, Abel, he came on last few games, he's played well. He didn't play well tonight. Had plenty of opportunities to hit shots. He ain't really hit them. Okay, cool. Arsenal, he came in trying to play some defense, but they had a whole lot of stuff going on where he's, throwing the ball away and then cutting when he's not supposed to. Like, I don't know what all was going on there. By that time, they were already getting blown out. But outside of Abel and Arsenal, that's pretty much our bench scoring, right? Like, Musa don't do much, and he's not playing anybody else. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Wade is think. What frustrates me most, guys, is Wade. Is he going to do this when he gets a better team? Right? He took Paul out with 2 fouls. Okay. Paul had 2 fouls, but he was the only one doing something. Right? He had like 6 straight points, maybe even 7. And he subs him out because it's 2 fouls. And then we go down by like 15, 16 points. And it was close. We were like one single possession at that point. Maybe even like 5 or something like that. No matter who we have on the court, is he going to continue to do this unorthodox stuff? Like, I get coaches trying to save players, but he pulls Paul a lot. And I'm guessing because he's like, oh, I got Abel, so I don't lose the shooting. But regardless of how the game is going, my man is just subbing. He's like, I don't care if you cool off. I'm just going to sub him out. That is a momentum killer. Not only do we have a team with guys who mentally are just not consistent and locked in and maybe, just don't have the heart to just fight in games, but we also got a coach on top of that doing some crazy stuff, which I think is why we have these huge blowout games. Like, it's a snowball. You got the players doing some crazy stuff. You got the coach not calling timeout. You got players doing even more crazy stuff. You got the coach taking the one player out that was playing well. You got the other team dominating you on the boards. You got the coach being like, nope, I got a big over here. I'm not going to use him. Like, what we doing? None of it makes sense to me. And then if I ask him about it at the radio show, he went like, yeah, we should play Musa and Lubin together more. Abube was hurt. He looked healthy today. The way he ran up and pushed that guy, no excuse for him not getting in the game. Like, it seems minor, but that could have kept us from just losing so much momentum early and allowing Lubin to rest up and play along with somebody else if you want to play him at the 4. Like, I don't get what he's doing. Like, he's got to be playing 8D chess at this point because it doesn't make any sense. What are we saving him for? He has no eligibility left. You're down 20 something, like, because you're getting all of these mismatches and switches. He can't do anything about it. I'm just really, and I know next game we got Notre Dame, and that's probably an easy W. I mean, they would lose by like 40 to Duke. And our guys are probably going to look like straight all-stars in that game. And Wade is going to be like, oh, we did great. But in those games, how much of that involves any type of coaching? Right? These games where we're winning and we're beating these lower tier teams in ACC, he doesn't have to do anything. He can just sit over there and watch. Now, I will admit, he told us early on, it's not the jockey, it's the horse. He said that early before the season even started. It might have been one of his first press conferences. He's got to get the players. So at this point, I may be mad over nothing because he told me what it was. Like, it's not me. It's the players. I got to get the players. So he's going to get the players and then let them do all the work. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. You all are a lot more calm than I am right now, which is great. I'm glad that you're coping with this a whole lot better. Like I said, I just don't like how we lose. You can lose a game, but how we're losing these games is crazy. Like, Virginia's a bad matchup for us. They're big, and we will not play big with the bigs that we have. We're still not big enough because they have so many they can rotate in. But the way we play, if you're not hitting threes, I feel like even if we had hit threes today, we still would have got blown out. It's just something about that matchup. So let's hope we don't have to see them in any more games. ACC tournament, NCAA, any of that. We need to position ourselves where we are not in their bracket. Because I know it's not going to end well. I'd much rather play anybody else than Virginia. I will tell you, and I don't want you to blame it on the time off. Like, I know people are going to say, oh, it's that amount of time that we had off. Nah, I don't want to hear any of that. I mean, I'm looking at this. Arsenal played 20 minutes. Abel played 21. Musa played 9. Okay. So Lubin played 33 minutes against a team full of bigs. And Musa played 9 with 1 foul. He didn't foul out. Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. From a coaching perspective, that makes 0 sense. Another part here. Let me get to this. Clemens said, we're going to win the next 3, lose the opener in the ACC, then lose second round NCAA tournament. Wow. So win the next 3. So you got us beating Notre Dame and Duke and Stanford. I think we'll beat Notre Dame and Stanford. The Duke game, we'll get up for that game. We'll be at home. There's a chance, right? But it's either going to be one of two things. Either we're going to like jump on them so early that it's not close and we have a little bit of breathing room, or we're going to get blown out. That's what I think about that. Us losing in the ACC, the opener, well, it depends on who that matchup is by that time. I don't know. Then losing second round NCAA. I can see that. And that wouldn't bother me. If we lost in the second round, I'd be like, all right, well, boom, on to the next. Let's go ahead and recruit. Let's go get, a team that's ready to go. This is like the building block. So let's really, really go get them this time. We overachieved maybe. even though we're right where everybody picked us at. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Second round wouldn't bother me. Gus, I'm not calm. I'm pissed. Who do you want to be the coach? Listen, I don't mind. I don't mind Wade as our coach. I think Wade is going to be a good recruiter. I think he's going to be a good recruiter and a good builder of teams. I think the where we're at in college basketball, having the NIL, pretty much having a new team each year, I think he's gonna make us competitive, right? What I don't like is his in-game coaching or adjustments. I don't think that's very good. When stuff is not going right, I feel like he is like I don't know, just I don't know what to do next. I don't know if he talks to his assistants during the game about what to do next. But his in-game adjustments don't work. He might be doing them, but have we yet to like really just be like, all right, let's switch this up and do something completely different in the middle of a game Can y'all hear me? Because this is, I'm so upset. I done broke the internet. Yes. All right. Let me get caught up and see what y'all got going on here. I'm glad I'm a Duke and NC State fan. Yeah, internet went out. I'm back. Just me, VA is effing good. They are. I want to address this. Gus, so VA is effing good. You know that we make teams look a lot better than what they are. We did that in Louisville. We just saw how they played against Carolina and Virginia. Virginia is decent. They're not as good as we make them look. Miami got beat fouling on a 3-point shot like we did. There's no way after playing Miami and blowing a 7-point lead in a minute that we should lose by 30 points to Virginia. It's crazy. Who we have back next year, Abel and McNeil? It's possible to have both back. Just when I think Abel has a chance to put himself in like draft consideration, he has a game like this. So I don't see him leaving, being a one and done. For a minute there, I was like, oh, he's putting up 17, 19. You're going to eventually have to be like, he might not be coming back. But I think there's a possibility if we want both back that we keep both. I'm going to be honest, as a shooter, one of the worst things to deal with is a coach pulling you while you're getting hot just because. Like, coach, I'm not tired. I will get a second win. I don't think he lets anybody. He might let Williams get a second win. Then leave him in the game jacking threes. Lubin, he might do the same thing because he don't have two of them, right? That's what I hope he doesn't have next year is two of everything. So he's just pulling people in and out. Now, this is absolutely crazy. What do you guys think need to happen in order for State to overcome this Virginia hump? Get a whole new team. Because he's not playing the people needed to get over this hump. So we just need a whole new team. Yep, that was easy. Oh yeah, not play Virginia anymore. Yep, I agree. Gus, I don't want to play him anymore. Robert, we need better players and better bigs. I honestly believe Musa and Abube don't get time because they aren't very good. You know what? I'd be okay with that. If you were to put them in the game and show me these guys are terrible, this is why they don't get any minutes, I'd be all right. Because it can't be any worse than letting Lubin get murdered by all these bigs that we keep playing. He can only do with so much. Let Abube foul out. Instead of somebody else committing these fouls, let it be him and his big self fouling somebody hard. It's not going to be a light foul. Okay? We're going to get some mileage off those fouls. Like, not trying to hurt nobody, but you need to understand, like, oh, man, I've been in there working. You should feel like you played us the next day. And right now, that ain't the case. We just out there letting people do what they want to do. Got guards going through the paint, banging on two people. Come on, man. Like, you got to have some pride at some point. Like, I don't get how this a little guy. It's not even somebody 6'7", 6'9". It's a guard just going around our big, dunking on people. Bouvet push, man. Bouvet strong push. Just defending his homeboy. Listen, the Bouvet push is cool. I mean, he came off the bench, which was not smart. But like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here for it. I think he just got to the point where he's like, look, I'm not getting in the game, so I just sit here and watch this. This team is doing stuff I can help negate, but coach won't put me in the game for some reason. And he was like, yo, I'm off this. I'm going to just go to the locker room and play on my phone. Like, what are we really doing here? You got this man sitting over there big for no reason. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the fight. And, you know, like I said, that's what he did. So I don't even want to talk about Abube anymore because it's just depressing. Knowing that he's just over there rotting and we will never know because he won't play him more than 2 minutes. Even in blowouts. Like, how about that? I'll say one more thing. When you're beating a team by 20-something, why not give this man an opportunity to come in there and show what he can do? Show you that he should not be in the game instead of you just not giving him a chance. We don't do that. He doesn't play more than 5 minutes. Ever. B-Net, we got lucky because it was a timeout, right? So that's what they said. Like, that was a timeout. So that's why everybody did like ran to center court, didn't get ejected. And I'm like, I didn't see the timeout called. I thought it was like a tech, and then everybody went to the middle. So maybe the tech calls a TV timeout because it was a dead ball, and then everything happened. I think that's how it played out. So that's why a bunch of people weren't ejected. Let's see. I feel Wade does not have good rapport with the refs. The refs don't seem to rock with him at all. You know, that's why Wade is a good fit for state because they don't have rapport with us either. As a school, it seems. No matter who the coach is, you get the short end of the stick. So Wade fits right on in. Now, I was hoping that, you know, he would come in with this respect and we'd start getting some calls, but yeah, that ain't happening. So I don't know how this is gonna play out for. I guess we can continue to not get a favorable whistle, especially with the way that he be talking to him. He's not making any friends in strikes. My dad said Wade just not the coach, another all-talk coach. I would tell you, he is the best talking coach that I've seen in my lifetime since I've been watching, paying attention. You know, post Jimmy V, obviously. He can talk. And he's good with giving sound bites and dealing with the press. But yeah, it's a lot of smoke. And I've waited all season for him to do some of the stuff he says he's going to do, and it's not happening. He really is out there just talking. He's a great interviewer. I'm wondering if, you know, that plays out in his recruiting. You know, he's telling these kids one thing, and then boom, they get here and it's something else. We'll know soon because they'll start jumping ship and transferring out, even when we feel like, you know, they have potential. If he's just saying whatever. But haven't heard any of the players say that he's like that yet. So I guess he's just talking junk to us and telling us whatever we want to hear. But I'll tell you what, he keep doing all this fluff and lying, trying to get that NIL money it's gonna be a little tough. Because these big donors and boosters gonna be like, hey man, you're not doing anything that you said you was gonna do. Now, We are in fourth. He said he was going to do that. So another way to look at it is like, hey, we just going to sit back, let him do it the way he wants to, and give him the horses because, as he said, it's not the jockey. Gus says, I think that's part of the problem. We just don't have any bigs. Need 2 6'10" guys that are athletic. We do. We do need that. But in the meantime, what are we going to do about it? Yeah, he sure knows how to deflect and flip a story. Yeah, that's Wade is he's good. He's very, very good. Very, very good with the media. Like, it's frustrating how good he is. I can only imagine what he's going to say post game. I haven't, paid attention to that. Been on here with y'all, so that's going to be interesting. It's going to be admitting that we got our butt whooped probably. It's going to be a lot of, we just couldn't get our shot going. Like, I didn't have us prepared. This team's inconsistent. All of the same bull, probably. All of the same bull. Well, I'm going to end this live early because I've vented enough. I appreciate you all taking the time to get on here, stay on here with my interruption. And, let's see what Wade has to say. I'll have some takes about that later in the week. And till I chat with y'all next time, go Pack.